the process of taking a small piece of soil from the land, and we run it through different multiple tests, and we use multiple equipments. This is a borehole rig. This drilling rig is generally used in many site equipments, and the borehole rig or the general methods of extracting the soil uses two different methods: disturbed and undisturbed sampling. Disturbed samples are mostly used by vibration processes like hammering into the soil or rotating it into the soil, and the soil gets disturbed. It's not preserved as it is. An undisturbed sample is the natural structure of the soil. Now, disturbed sample is faster and cheaper to use, whereas undisturbed sample might take longer time and isn't cheap. Split spoon sampler. This is a type of sampler which is 35 centimeters over here, 35 millimeters over here, and 50.8 millimeters over here, and it's generally 330 centimeters or 60 centimeters. Soil type. It gives a disturbed type of soil. This is lowered using hammer, generally 63.5 kg hammer, and when the hammer is struck on top of this equipment, the soil around it gets vibrated and the soil settles inside the equipment. Thin wall or Shelby tube sampler. Thin wall sampler is generally 2 millimeters, very thin in length, and this is the older version of the thin wall sampler. Nowadays we use a Shelby sampler. This sampler is used to get an undisturbed soil type. The undisturbed soil type is generally used to determine the strength of the soil. Piston sampler. Piston sampler is the same as the Shelby drill. It is attached to this piston on top, and the machine is used to lower the sampler with deep into the ground. This method is used to go below the water table and determine the same effect as the piston Shelby sampler. This uses vacuum effect. The vacuum effect stores the soil within the sampler. Pore cutter. Pore cutter is a sharp tool which is lowered into the soil. This also gives an undisturbed, disturbed sample. An auger sample. Auger sample is a helical spring-like structure. It is manually or used by machine to lower into the soil. This is a very shallow depth, 5 meters only. Generally used for building small homes. These are the comparisons between the samplers that we talked about. The split spoon sampler, disturbed, Shelby, undisturbed, piston, undisturbed. Undisturbed, yes, this is because it lowers the sample below the water table. Pore cutter is disturbed because of the vibrations around it, and auger is disturbed because we screw it into the soil and the soil structure doesn't stay the same. In conclusion, without soil sampling, foundation would never happen, and sites would definitely require foundation design. Disturbed samples are easy to collect and cheaper to collect, whereas undisturbed are a little harder to collect, and we can determine multiple tests with them. These are the references that I use to prepare this video. Thank you.